Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So as you might know, I'm always trying to figure out how to connect deeper to source, how to connect deeper to the subconsciousness in order to get all the wisdom, all the intelligence that lays deeply inside of us from the subconsciousness into our consciousness. So I'm trying to build a bridge in order to, well, use this deep, all knowing knowledge in my day to day life. And I journal a lot, I pray, and I meditate, but somehow something inside of me is telling me that there is something else, a way how I can discover how to get access at any given point, or in general, how having access to the subconsciousness is my natural state of being. And listen, so I followed my intuition and I did some research about tarot cards because for some reason I never believed in them. I was always afraid of them, and I don't know, but I just had the feeling that there's some misunderstanding going on, what they truly are, where they're coming from, since when do they exist, and what they are used for and what they're not used for. So I digged into the story of tarot cards, and I found out that they first got designed in 1425 by a guy called Marciano da Tortona, a Spanish Italian guy. And he just did that because, well, he loved the designs, but his intention was a game, kind of like a game, how to understand yourself. And I was mind blown because I'm constantly trying to figure out how to explain to myself and how to explain to others how you can get access to your subconsciousness, how can you learn to understand yourself better. So after finding that out, that it was supposed to be a game in order to understand yourself, your subconsciousness better, and get that, well, deep connection with yourself, with source, I was hooked up, you guys. And then I found out even more things. So I will dig a little bit into how a specific reading works later, because I really want to remove the biases here that tarot cards are dangerous, that they are spooky, witchy, that they are oracle fortune tellings, because how I understood it by now is that they are not. They are just helping you to, let's say you have a specific situation and you don't really know what to do. They just help you to gain clarity about a situation, an event, a question that's currently bugging you, going on in your life, and so forth. And then I found out that Carl Jung, for example, he described how tarot cards work very, very well, I think. So listen, he said it's a tool for personal storytelling, personal growth and development of the self. So tarot cards help you to get access to information from your subconsciousness to generate intuitive knowing into your conscious mind. This is insane. So I ordered myself a tarot card deck. I will keep you updated how that will go for me. But I just want to tell you a little bit more about what I currently found out about tarot cards. So when you do a specific reading, you have a question. For example, is it right to marry that guy, or is it right to marry that woman? And okay, usually, obviously, when you feel some uncertainty already in your gut, then it's probably wrong. But I just picked this example right now because the chances that the answer is pretty clear are very high. So here's the thing. I'm not digging into how to shuffle, how to lay them out, but just into the 10 cards that throughout the reading you will basically reveal, okay? So card number 1 is the general atmosphere of the question. Card number 2 is what is opposing the question, what is in conflict with the question. Number 3 is the foundation of the question. And number 4 is what's currently happening and already passing. So kind of like the present moment, what's happening, what's passing, like just from that perspective. Card number 5 is what may happen. Card number 6 is what will happen. Card number 7 is what you fear could happen, or in general surrounded yeah, surrounded by that topic. Number 8 is what your family thinks about it. Number 9 is what you hope that will happen. And number 10 is the final outcome of the question. And you know what I realize is, so in every single moment of life, there are always so many different options, so many different opportunities, so many different directions to go. And I just want to find out if this could also be a tool, kind of like a meditative tool, which just helps you to dig into your subconsciousness. Because I personally love meditating. I love to just sit still and connect and see all the energy, see all the light, connect to my ancestors, receive the answers, receive the guidance, and I also get glimpses of my future. And I love this, but I have the feeling that I don't know, like sometimes it feels so far away, like so weird for people, especially in the Western world, to do. And maybe the topic is also so, I don't know, abused already, you know. I don't know if the people are already sick of hearing it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, but it gets just used in, I don't know, different way. Like it's kind of cool to say that you meditate these days. At least that's what I feel. And yeah, of course it is cool, but I don't know. I think that many people actually, they want to connect deeper to themselves. They want to connect to their inner voice. They want to understand and listen more, but they just don't know how. And meditation simply just doesn't work for them because they are very, well, intellectual, very mentally active, you know? And I'm just thinking, what could help people who are very, well, rational, logical, mentally, and not in touch with themselves, in touch with nature, in touch with God yet. And I believe that therefore a bridge needs to be built. And I was thinking the easiest way could be a game, you know, kind of like a game that shows you extremely simple how you can get to know yourself, but with questions, with activities, with reflection, but not with just sitting and closing your eyes. I just think that from being extremely active and overstimulated and distracted and busy in daily life to just go to complete stillness, this gap is too big. So I think with playing and engaging and acting, like different parts of the brain could be activated, but it's more like it's engaging, it's with other people, it's communication, it's, you know, you don't feel so alone. And it could also be nice for like families or friends just to like play a game and get to know yourself better. If you're completely alone and you don't have any friends or family, I believe you can also play this game by yourself and just like, I don't know yet how this game will be, but just like start asking yourself these questions and try to answer them. Because I also believe that, let's say I develop a game and you start playing it, at the beginning it's going to be like very hard, you know, maybe you only have 1-2 thoughts for a question, or you don't know, you're still so like stiff and stuck in your body, the energy isn't flowing, you're blocked, which is completely normal. Then like time after time, let's say for example you play this game once a week, once a month, you will realize, oh my god, every single time I play, like I open up more, it comes so much more easy and natural to me. And somehow I was drawn to these tarot cards. I mean, I'm sorry, my nose is running a bit. I'm drawn to these tarot cards after I found out what they are actually trying to do for, well, a human mind, a human soul. And I think it's a phenomenal idea, especially when it really helps. So I will try it out for myself, and then I want to share what I have learned and how it helps me to understand my subconscious more, my spirit, my soul, my being, because then we could learn and share all these things together. And if you're more interested in it, then I will dig deeper, because I believe that all the answers to all the questions, all the suffering, and all the negative, destructive chaos that's going on, the answers lay within, and we can find them if we dig deep into ourselves. And that can be done in so many different ways. At the beginning, honestly, I believe that it's only possible through meditation to connect so deep to yourself and to source and to nature. And yes, I believe this is the most powerful tool if you stick to it, and if you develop that pattern, that habit, if you really put in the work to get your pineal gland activated, to completely get your third eye activated and everything. But you know, I mean, I also want to make this alternative educating process more fun, and I want to make it more relatable and more accessible for like the average human who is by now at least not on that path of self-development, self-finding yet, you know. So I just want to like gently build something that guides and supports and encourages, while mostly also like inspires and motivates and brings joy and some fun, you know. Because, well, when I started my journey, I had the feeling like I'm so alone and I need to do all these things alone and by myself, until I asked myself, but why? Like, why can't we just start learning together again, you know? And even though like the path and the journey of self-development and self-finding and everything, self-healing is like a very personal one, but why not share this personal journey with other souls, you know? Because I think it's important to really communicate and exchange and express your truth without fearing to be judged. But it's important because then you kind of have something to double check in with, you know. I was lucky because at one point God gave me my mentor, so I had someone I spoke to every single week, so I could like express what happened, what I realized, what I'm learning, what I'm going through. And then I had like this beautiful soul which was just listening patiently, and then like giving some feedback like, oh Jenny, do you remember how you were thinking about these things a year ago, or where you have been 2 months ago? Do you remember this and that? So that really helps for yourself, because you like to check in, because otherwise it feels like you're just floating, you're just flying. But this makes the journey more, well, more measurable, if that's the right word. So yes, I will keep you guys updated about how dangerous tarot cards really are, and if they are something spooky and witchy, or if they are just a tool or can become a tool for us humans in a playful way to understand our subconscious more and get access to this subconscious knowledge, which can help us so massively to find our path, be on our journey with confidence, in certainty, in deep trust, because we know that everything we know, we kind of like pull it out from the inside out. So that what matters most, you know. It's not that we're living our life by opinions, by society, by something else, but our source connection, our source compass. And I think that's a very beautiful thing, and I would love to take you guys along with me on that journey. And I hope you join, like and subscribe my channel, and drop me some comments, you know, like what you're currently going through, what you're thinking about, what you think about this, if that could be a tool to get access to your subconsciousness, if you have experience with getting access to your source and subconsciousness. If so, what did help you, what did you do? And yes, if you have experience with meditation, with journaling, like just like keep me updated about where you are in your personal self-development, self-finding journey right now. I would love to engage with you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.